There's a moment in life, sometimes quiet, sometimes loud, when you look around and realize, I don't have much, no riches, no fame, no head start, just a heart full of hunger and a mind full of dreams. And in that moment, you have two choices. You either surrender to the story you were given, or you start writing a new one. Many people give up because they start with nothing. But let me tell you something. Nothing is the perfect place to begin, because when you start from nothing, everything you build is yours. Every inch of progress, every small victory, every ounce of growth, it all comes from you, you see. Consistency doesn't ask where you come from. It only asks, will you show up today, not once a month? Not when it's convenient, not only when you're inspired, every single day. The world is full of people with big dreams and short commitment, but dreams don't work unless you do. Motivation fades, feelings change. Circumstances shift, but consistency is your anchor. It keeps you grounded when everything else feels uncertain. Let me be real with you. You will fail. You will doubt yourself. You will feel like it's not working. But every time you choose to keep going in spite of that, you grow stronger. Consistency builds character in the shadows before it ever brings success in the spotlight. It teaches you that it's okay to be unseen as long as you're becoming. That it's okay to not have praise as long as you have progress. Because one day, that compound effort will explode, just like a seed buried underground, invisible, silent, overlooked, but growing. And when the time is right, it breaks the surface, and the world calls it an overnight success. But you'll know the truth. It wasn't overnight. It was every early morning, every late night, every choice to keep going when no one was clapping. Let me remind you, consistency is not about perfection. You will have bad days. You will mess up. That's okay, because real consistency isn't about never falling. It's about always getting back up again. And again and again. So here's my challenge to you. Be the one who keeps showing up. Be the one who keeps believing. Be the one who outlasts doubt, outworks fear, and outlives failure. Because consistency will take you where talent can't. It will carry you from the bottom to the top, from the shadows to the stage, from the unknown to unforgettable, from nothing to something, not by chance, not by luck, by choice, and by effort. So, wherever you are in your journey, whether you're just starting, rebuilding, or stuck in the middle, remember, the secret is simple. Keep showing up, because when you do, you don't just change your results. You change your life. Let me begin with a simple truth. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And what separates the dreamers from the doers, the watchers from the winners, is one powerful habit: consistency. Think about it. Every champion, every millionaire, every legend you admire once stood exactly where you might be today. At zero. No fame, no fortune, no applause. Just a blank canvas and a vision. They didn't wait for motivation to strike. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions. They started with what they had, where they were, and they repeated the process, day in, day out, because consistency is what transforms average into excellence. It's not about giant leaps. It's about small actions done repeatedly with purpose and patience. Let me tell you something real. There will be days when you feel like giving up. Days when no one believes in you. Days when progress feels invisible. But those are the days that test your character. That's when the universe whispers, let's see how bad you want it. And if you answer that whisper by showing up anyway, by writing the page, hitting the workout, learning the skill, grinding behind the scenes, you win, not instantly, but inevitably. Consistency doesn't just change your results, it changes you. It makes you disciplined, it makes you confident, it makes you unstoppable. People will say, you changed, and you'll smile because you'll know you didn't change overnight. You evolved over time, brick by brick. Step by step, you built yourself. Let's stop glorifying luck and start respecting the process. The truth is, you don't need everything figured out to move forward. You just need the courage to start and the discipline to not stop. So if today you feel behind, if you feel unnoticed, unprepared, or unworthy, remember this. Giants are built in silence. Legends are made in the shadows, not the spotlight. Your time is coming, but it demands your consistency. You're not too late. You're not too old. You're not too far gone. You're one decision away from a new direction, one routine away from a new reality, one act of discipline away from a breakthrough. So get up. Start again, stay consistent, because the world doesn't remember those who had a good start. It remembers those who kept going, from nothing to something. That's not just possible, it's inevitable, if you never stop showing up. Today, I want to talk to you about something incredibly simple, yet profoundly powerful: consistency. We live in a world obsessed with talent, shortcuts, and overnight success. But the truth is, most success stories don't happen overnight. They happen every night, every morning, every moment someone chooses to keep going. You see, many of us start with nothing. No money, no connections, no guidance, just a dream, a flicker of hope, and a choice. The choice to keep showing up, that's where the journey begins, not with a big break, but with a small step repeated daily. It's not about being the smartest. It's not about being the strongest. It's about being relentlessly consistent. When you keep showing up day after day, rain or shine, when you work when it's boring, when you grind when nobody is watching, that's when you turn nothing into something. The gym doesn't give you results in a day, but go 100 days straight and your body transforms. A single page doesn't make a book, but write every day and you have a novel. One brick is meaningless, but lay one brick every day and you build a castle. Consistency is the silent architect of greatness. It doesn't scream, it whispers, it doesn't boast, it builds. It turns failure into fuel, doubt into drive, and dreams into destiny. So if you're sitting there feeling like you have nothing, no spotlight, no support, no success yet, remember this: you already have the most powerful tool in your hands, your ability to show up again and again. From nothing to something, that's not a miracle, that's a decision. So decide to rise, to work, to repeat, because when consistency becomes your habit, success becomes your story.